Despite Joe Biden's never-ending struggles with stamina and stability, Nancy Pelosi and Chuck Schumer are giving their blessings to a Biden 2024 run. Take a look.
I think President Biden has done an excellent job as president of the United States. I hope that he does seek re-election.
Yeah, he's done an excellent, excellent job. And he runs, I'm going to support him all the way.
My God, they say that while they're eating. But despite the endorsement from Democrat leadership, which is what that was, at least one progressive group is urging Biden not to run. And earlier today, Biden had another word salad, speaking of food, where he once again confused the name of his wife's father and grandfather. Watch.
My claim to fame is I used to be his county councilman. Ray, thanks for being here, pal. You're the best. You're the best. Thank you. I may be Irish, but I'm not stupid. I married Dominic Giacoppa's daughter, so, I got a little Italian in me now,
Wow. Wow. Also today, once again, Biden exaggerated his visits to Iraq and Afghanistan while speaking to veterans at the town hall in Delaware. Here for reaction, the author of Holding the Line, Congressman Ronnie Jackson, and Red State editor Kira Davis. Kira, let me start with you. I found it interesting that Nancy Pelosi, who has this direct pipeline link to Gavin Newsom, would effectively endorse Joe Biden when Gavin Newsom is trotted down to the border to make it look like he's presidential and cares. What do you make of that Democrat leadership endorsing a Biden run?
All I can say, Tammy, is Nancy, Chuck, blink twice if you're in danger, girl. The way they were, those endorsements actually were the most lackluster endorsements I've ever heard. I'm quite sure there's a lot of jockeying going on behind the scenes. As you know, Gavin Newsom has said he's not running for president in 2024. I don't know how many of us believe that, but that tells me there's some conversations going on between him and Auntie Nancy and probably the Bidens. I know Jill Biden really isn't ready to give up her position as first lady, so I don't know. I feel like there's a battle brewing behind the scenes, and I also feel like Chuck and Nancy, for now, know what side their bread is buttered on, so they're playing it cool.
I never really feel sorry, Ronnie, for the Democrats, but considering their talent bench, it really is embarrassing when this is leadership, when this is what the Democrats have. How do you see this unfolding for 2024?
Well, look, Tammy, I think that their endorsement's right on. They want him to run again. As long as there's not a leader in the White House, the Democrats in the House and the Senate get to call all the shots. So it's the best thing that ever happened to them to have this lack of leadership and this incompetence in the White House. So I think that they truly, a lot of them are hoping that he runs again and that he gets elected again. But the conversation shouldn't be about whether or not he's going to run again in 4 years. The conversation at this point should be who's going to replace him over the next 2 years, because I don't think he's going to make it till the end of the 2 years. I mean, this man is completely, and as you know, I took care of 3 presidents as a physician, 3 administrations, and I know what it takes mentally and physically to do this job. And this man cannot do the job. And I think that, they're going to have to look at a way to get rid of him at some point in the future. So, yeah, well, it's embarrassing.
I'd agree with you. Kira, I've referred to the president as a mascot. It's clear, in my humble opinion, that he's not running the country, that there is a group in the White House that wants to stay in the White House because if it's any other Democrat, they won't be running the country anymore. The bureaucracy enjoys running the country, even though they're burning it down. Do you think he would switch out even Kamala Harris? Or what do you think the strategy would be? Because he can keep on keeping on, and they can, look, the midterms weren't too bad for them. What do you think they're going to do?
I think they're going to try to give us a way to have Gavin Newsom in there, or because, he is very connected to Nancy. And so if you're talking about somebody who's going to do what they're told to do, that's how Gavin rules this state. I mean, he rules this state by doing what he's told to do. I don't think there's a lot of love between Kamala Harris and the current top of the Democrat Party for a lot of reasons that we know, and some we probably don't. So they're in a conundrum. All I can do is sit back and eat some popcorn. I really genuinely believe Gavin Newsom is heading your way, D.C., for better or for worse. And I agree. I don't think Biden's going to make it all the way.
Yeah. All right, both of you, thank you
Merry
very much.
Christmas.
We've got an interesting 2 years coming up. Merry Christmas to
Thank you.
everybody.